to Kingdom Activist News. I'm so happy that you could join us. Kingdom Activist News is a program where we bring you updates on the events and happenings that take place in the church all over the world. So today we have so much to bring to you. So let me just give you the headlines. Firstly, we'll be talking about persecutions against Christians all over the world. We'll be bringing you updates on that topic. Secondly, we're also going to be telling you about the charitable works of two major pastors in Nigeria. And thirdly, we'll also talk to you about the recent 1 year anniversary of Glory Dome. So please sit right back, be relaxed, and we're going to be getting into these matters right after the break. Welcome again. So maybe you've heard about the word persecution and maybe you've been persecuted in one way or the other. So today we want to bring you updates on what persecution is and how it has increased over the years, because this week we saw a major rise of in persecution against Christians. And have you ever asked yourself what persecution is all about? Persecution is about a campaign, is about an organization of people or of a person which has the goal to subjugate or eliminate a specific group of people, which in this case is Christians. And all over the world, people, governments, certain groups have reason to ensure that Christianity is eliminated or eradicated from the face of the earth. So we're going to bring to you a clip that talks to you and gives you statistics of how Christians have been persecuted right from the time after the death of Jesus into this modern age. Pay attention and watch what this clip gives us.
1 in every 3 Christians in Asia are suffering from a high level of persecution. That's according to a new report by the UK-based Christian advocacy group Open Doors. Its 2019 watch list report ranks these 4 Asian countries among the top 10 where persecutions of Christians is most extreme. North Korea tops the list for the 18th straight year. The report says there have been increased efforts by the government to eliminate all channels for spreading Christianity. The report also highlights the continued persecution of Christian minorities in Afghanistan and Pakistan, which are predominantly Muslim. And for the first time, India has broken into the top 10 of the watch list due to a rising numbers of attacks on Christians and churches by Hindu extremists. China is also on the list, ranked at number 27 this year, a dramatic rise from its position at number 43 in 2018. The report says, according to some church leaders, persecution in China is at the worst level since the Cultural Revolution in the 1960s and 70s. Other Asian countries on the list include Myanmar, Vietnam, Bhutan, Indonesia, and Malaysia.
Wow. With these statistics, with this information, it makes you to cherish your freedom of religion in your own country, if at all you have freedom of religion in your own country. Because most of the times Christians go an extra length to underestimate the freedom of worship that they have in their own country. Now I want to get your thoughts, I want to get your own opinion. Can you, in the comments, you could tell me how Christians are being persecuted in your own country, or you can also tell me how you are being persecuted as a Christian. So all over the world, with this uprising in persecution against Christianity, so many people, so many Christians are being hurt. Some of them are being injured. Some of them are being killed. And recently, we have seen a major dimension of persecution in India, in China, and in North Korea. So many people have been killed. In India recently, Christians have received death threats of the government cutting off their limbs. And in another part of India, Christians were being forced to stop their service, all because they did not want the religion of the Christian religion to continue in their country. And because of the uprising in Christianity, because with all their efforts to ensure that Christianity does not expand, there has been statistics to show that Christianity is on a constant increase and expansion. And another manner in which governments are putting in to ensure that Christianity is eradicated, they begin to pass outrageous laws, as we're going to see in this next clip.
But you've also got major issues in Asia, in North Korea. 50 to 70,000 Christians in labour camps are the estimates there.
Yeah, North Korea opened doors in 1991. We released a list called the World Watch List. It's an index ranking of the 50 most difficult places to follow Jesus. Now, North Korea has been at the top of that list for 14 years. And in North Korea, simply owning a Bible is illegal. And more than that, the impact of it...
Your whole family ends up in a camp.
To the fourth generation.
To the fourth generation.
Correct.
So your great-great-grandfather held a Bible at some time. Your
Children
life is
as
in
well.
a labour camp.
Correct.
So you see, even with the recent persecutions, even with all the efforts that people are putting in place, governments and particular groups and organizations are putting in place to ensure that Christianity is eradicated from the face of the earth, in spite of the killings and the injuries and the murders against Christians, what do you do with this kind of information, especially with you who is a Christian? What do you do with this kind of information? Will you be sad? Are you going to feel down? Are you going to feel afraid not to proclaim your Christian faith? No, because this information should instead inspire hope, should instead inspire faith, should instead inspire love for Jesus, for God. Because if you critically analyze the situation, persecution has been around right from the time when after the time when Jesus died. And you see that despite all the measures put in place by people to ensure that Christianity does not move forward, what have we seen in the past years? We've seen that it has increased, we've seen that it has expanded, and people are more open to the gospel. And it should also challenge you to see that there are people who are able to die for this faith, for Christianity. What do you do with this kind of information? You take this information and it inspires you, and you are much more convicted to stand for your belief in Jesus. So I really hope that such a news like this does not discourage you, but rather it should inspire you to do more for the Lord. It should inspire you to be more boastful about your stand in Christianity. So I really want to know your opinions, what you think about all these persecutions in Christianity all over the world. I also want you to tell me in the comments below how Christians are being persecuted in your locality, in your community, in your country. I look forward to reading your comments. So guys, if you're enjoying this program, if you're enjoying what you're receiving so far, please can you just smash the like button. So let's carry on. So some of us remember the Glory Dome Church. In case you have forgotten, the Glory Dome Church is a common name given to the church of Pastor Paul Eneche and Pastor Becky Eneche, who are the spiritual leaders of the Glory Dome Church. Now, last year on the 24th of November, Pastor Paul and Reverend Mrs. Becky Eneche, they built a church of 100,000 capacity, and it was being inaugurated on the 24th of November 2018. Now, in this inaugural program, they had visitations from several major fathers in the faith in Nigeria and in beyond. Common amongst these major fathers were Papa E.A. Adeboye, Pastor David Ibiyeomie, Dr. Maurice Cerulo, Papa Kumuyi, and Bishop David Oyedepo. So last year, Christians from all over Nigeria came together to celebrate with Pastor Paul and Becky Eneche on the building of the 100,000 capacity seater church. Now, the reason why we're bringing this to you is because a few days ago, they also celebrated their 1 year anniversary, and Christians also came together from all over the world to celebrate with them because of their 1 year of worshiping in that glory dome, which has amassed so much souls from far and near in Nigeria. So together as a body of Christ, we come together to celebrate with Pastor Paul and Becky Eneche on the marvelous work they are doing in advancing the kingdom of God in their own country. Now, as if that was not enough, we're going now to look at Pastor David Ibiyeomie. Now, Pastor David Ibiyeomie is the General Overseer of Salvation Ministries, and recently he made a bold proclamation that he is going to sponsor 1,000 less privileged children in their primary school education. He says he's going to give each of these 1,000 less privileged children a sum of 50,000 naira, which is going to sponsor them in their primary school education.
I will pay school fees for primary schools of 1,000 children for this year and early next year because of hold on. Between now and early next year, those who cannot afford school fees and because of that cannot go to primary school, I have scholarship for university. This one is primary school. Children were in villages, but they can't pay school fees. I'll pay 50,000 for 1,000 children. Are you hearing me now? As part of my own promoting the blessings on humanity. No man who can afford should put your name. This is the helpless in the villages who can't go to school because nobody's to pay school fees. It must be children who can't afford school fees in primary school, 1,000 of them. That is what I can do for now. I'll still do more as God blesses me. Is that true?
And as if also that was not enough, they have also built a free primary school in Nigeria.
We'll show you a primary school we have built in Port Harcourt at Agri Road. Is going to be a free primary school for people. We want to build them little by little. We are planning to build another one in Woji, but we already built one. Another one to build. We have built one already that will start the next session of school for free primary school. Is that clear? That's our own little contribution to society. It's not Okuma. This one is different from Okuma. This vision is different from this one. Is free to the society.
Now, this school is a state-of-the-art facility located at number 100 Agri Road in the Old Port Harcourt Township, Rivers State, Nigeria. Now, this goes to all the haters in Nigeria, all over the world, who are against the church and men of God, saying that they amass up wealth from their church members and they use and exploit them to enrich themselves. How many people do we know can put together their finances to do most of these exploits that these men of God are doing? Now, I'm not saying that there are no philanthropists who are doing all of these things, but I'm saying that we are seeing where the money is being put into use, and it's a wrong mindset to say pastors are exploiting their members to take money and to enrich themselves. Now, this does not disregard the fact that there are some black sheep in the family. Of course, there are people who are not of God who are posing as pastors, and they are exploiting the members of their congregations to donate the money. But now that does not also give us the boldness, that does not also give us the audacity to talk against genuine men of God. We are also going to another man of God who is commonly known as the Restoration Apostle. Now, his name is Apostle Johnson Suleman, and he is the General Overseer of Omega Fire Ministries. Now, why is he so important in this particular program? Now, this man, Apostle Johnson Suleman, recently has empowered over 200 members with skill. Now, this initiative kick-started on the 20th of September 2019 at the International Worship Center of the Omega Fire Ministries, Auchi, Edo State, Nigeria, with over 200 participants ranging from undergraduates, graduates to others. Classes underwent for 2 months, after which an examination was slated for the 22nd of November. Now, in this, 10 participants emerged at the best and were given special prizes for being outstanding. On Saturday, 23rd of November, the pioneers of the program were present for the ceremony to issue prizes for the best students and certificates to the candidates. Thank you so very much for watching Kingdom Activist News today. Now, I'm not going to leave you like that. We have a quote for the day, and the quote for the day is: as you daily check if you are still in the faith, also check if you are still doing what God called you to do. It's a very noisy generation. And this quote comes from Adiola Adeyemi. So thank you very much. Please, if you found this content to be valuable to you, please don't forget to click the like button and notification bell, and also click the subscribe button. I'm so happy that you could join us today. Don't forget to also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you next time.